my favorite things?
What?
Some of the crap that I've purchased.
Heck yes.
Okay, so an experience that I have at cons that I also share with people that go with me to cons is the amount of money that I spend.
Yep.
It's a sight to behold.
Yep.
So what happens is I start at the beginning of Artist Alley because honestly, I hate to say this, but there's very little past Artist Alley that I care about.
Yeah.
Like, that's my favorite place to go in a con. So I start at the beginning of Artist Alley, and then I just make it rain till I'm out of money or my wife says stop.
Right.
Yeah, and it's usually B. Cause,
Yes.
yeah, because I'll start whipping out the credit cards.
Right.
And I tell you that story because there's so much. I don't even know where to begin. Should I start or you starting?
Yeah, start with the one on top. Because that's the one that's on top. You did it.
I don't even. Okay. So this is one of those books that I knew nothing about. Absolutely nothing. And then we met Stephen Frank, like at the booth selling silver.
Right.
I think we picked this up for your first con.
That's right.
Okay.
You picked it up.
You did.
My budget was a lot smaller than yours.
Yeah, mine was smaller that day, but I didn't care because I kept buying things. Oh, look, I made the right clicky thing. Boink. There we go.
I was like, what are you talking about? But then I saw the boink.
Yeah. So, silver is vampires meets Indiana Jones. That's the easiest way to explain it. It turns out that they want to, like, rob some vampires because they're, like, super wealthy, and then there's a vampire hunter, and then, like, it's just, this is issue 5. I think he's up to issue 7. I don't have the latest issue. But this was one of the first books that I bought that I was like, holy crap, I have found gold.
Right. I remember your initial reaction was great.
Yeah. It was just like, I've never really read a vampire book. And the whole thing's black and white, which to me makes this comic better. I don't think black and white comics are better in general. But like just the tone and feel that you can pick up with the black and white here. I would like the art style is like very like Hellboy-ish.
Okay.
But he has his own, like, it's not like you don't pick it up and go, oh, Mike Mignola's drawing this.
Nice.
But it's just got like the deep like spot blacks and like contrast with and it's great. It's a team book that gets right to it from like issue 1.
There you go. Something to commit to.
Yeah. And like, so instead of buying individual issues, because I was stupid, I was like, I've never read this before, so I'm going to buy like the triple pack where it's all 3 issues in one.
Okay.
Because I was stupid back then and didn't realize, I should buy. So now I can't even get issue 1 because it's sold out like Joe Benitez and Lady Mechanic #1.
Right.
But anyway, so this is my first like choice to talk about. I didn't even bother. Like, I didn't even want to get out the early issues. Like, this one was just available to me right now. So this is issue 5. Because it's so good. Oh my gosh, it's good. Like the last comic I went to, he had like this huge like picture that he drew, like Dracula and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it was like $250, and I thought about it.
Woo!
Yeah, I thought about it.
So this was like.
This is my first amazing pickup of one of the cons.
Nice. I got one.
Yeah, you're up.
I just remembered another thing that I was going to talk about as far as con experiences go.
No, we already passed that.
Yeah, but I just let me just say, because when I saw this, it reminded me that Saturday when you were dying, I spent 14 hours straight just going from line to line, booth to booth, with like no meal or bathroom break. Like
that's bad.
It was.
Don't worry, I was having bathroom breaks for you.
Yes, you were. Maybe that's what helped, but it was fueled on pure like adrenaline and fandom.
Dude, I remember like just on the way back home, you and Lily talking about the just mad rush that you guys had on Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, like, you guys went hard in the paint, as they say in sports.
That's right. But I have this book.
Which is relevant because Rogue One came out.
It did, and it's good.
Today, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not recording on a Wednesday night.
Whoops. But anyway, you should see Rogue One.
I had food poisoning Wednesday while we record.
Yeah, it was bad.
A lot.
Star Wars #1, the Campbell variant. And what's cool?
J. Scott Campbell,
who's so good, and who he wasn't even on my radar because he does mostly Marvel variant covers.
Yeah, he does a lot of sexy pinup stuff too.
Right. And so since I don't really appeal to either of those, Star Wars I do. And
I wasn't sure why you said it weird. Then you got to that do part. And I'm like, oh.
Yes.
It sounded like you were just like, Star Wars. Like, that's what it sounded like.
Oh, but
yeah. Then you were like, I do. And then
I finished it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, good story.
So I had this book, and I did like a bunch of like that con research, like, okay, who's going to be there? What books do I need to get signed? Because getting stuff signed was
was on it.
Was my favorite thing. Well, you were on the toilet.
A lot.
Yeah. And so that's what I was. Yeah. That's what I love to do most at cons is get stuff signed.
Oh, throw up and I think it's throw up and poop.
No, get stuff signed.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool because I got to talk with him, and he had a pretty cool just perspective on like getting stuff signed, because the whole what is it, CGC, where you pay like $20, $30, $50, I don't even know, to get to like
the verification
of a signature and then their grading system. Campbell didn't like that because that just took away from, I don't know, something. And I don't have to get into it because honestly I only remember so much, but I remember him not liking it. And what supports him more is if he sells his own like officially signed sticker.
Correct.
And so that's a thing that he was starting that year, that he was saying a few other artists were also, or just creators in general, were starting to do to promote themselves, to help support themselves rather than the monopoly on that CGC has on rating comics.
Yeah, but see, they still have a thing, because if you want to get this rated, you still have to. Because like he does the thing where there's authenticity to the signature.
Authenticity of the signature.
But if you want quality of the book,
again,
you got to pay $200 to see if it's a 9 point something.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it was really cool because I got his signature, and then the next day I think it was the colorist Nay who was there, because she wasn't there before.
Okay.
And it was cool because he let me get the official sticker the next day.
Oh, nice.
You know, so it was one of those things that I did want, but I also wanted the second signature.
Got so much good stuff during that.
Yeah, and so it was really cool because I love Star Wars and I love his art, and especially for this cover.
Now, while I was dying in the room, you got this signed.
Yeah.
Then you got Snyder and Capullo signings.
Yes.
And then you got Jim Lee and Grant Morrison signings as well.
Yes.
While I was and
yes.
Yep. Fun stuff. Can you go next? Because I like that.
You like that?
Yeah. Because I was there when you got that, and the conversation you had with the guy to get it there was great.
Yeah.
Oh, then the next one. I'm going to do all of this. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to do this one next, and then I'm going to do all of this at the same time. So this, and then all of that, because it's all,
Oh, okay, cool. So I put this comic up backwards because...
Spencer, the front's here.
I know, we can see it, but they can't.
Why?
Because I want to build up to it. Because we got a story to tell. They can see it
right there.
Yeah, it's Bravest Warriors.
Yeah,
but they don't know what's on the other... Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's not backwards.
So you waved me over to a certain
Spencer.
Table, and I was like,
Spencer,
what is it?
Come over here, because I know you like it. I started watching this again.
It's funny, right?
Oh, it's good.
I love that show.
Sparkles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you waved me over.
I did.
And
Infinite Time Loop.
This artist, Ian McGinty.
Yep.
Is there, and he's
really nice guy. Like ridiculously nice guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And you flagged me down because he was doing Bravest Warriors commission work.
He was.
And I love Bravest Warriors. I don't read the comic. You'd think...
That's your spit right there on my hand.
Did I get it?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Just save it for later.
There you go. And I don't read the Bravest Warriors comic. I don't know why, but it's... The show is what I'm a huge fan of. Like, I freaking love it. And it was so cool because it was like, the commission wasn't even that expensive either. Like, some can be stupid expensive, but these weren't.
Yeah. And
they were so simple.
And he was just, like, he could have charged double.
Yep.
Just because of how nice he was.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I don't even read this, and he was so nice, and I was like, well, you could draw me something. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like his style, too. Like, so it's...
And it was so cool. Okay, so I'm talking with him like, okay, well, a commission. I've never gotten a commission before. What do I want?
So nervous. Yeah, I don't.
And he was
be gentle.
Yeah, right. Please, my first time, and I don't know what to do. And so he was telling us about how some commissions are so dumb and random, and like that one guy.
Oh my gosh, I totally until you just said it right now, and then I remembered the story he told us.
Yeah.
Oh, just go ahead.
Yeah, he told us a story about this
get triggered,
super stupid, ridiculous commission that he had, and then he didn't even like it.
He didn't even take it.
Yeah, Ian McGinty did it for him, and then the guy was just like, I don't want it.
That's not what was in my head.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
God. Yeah, it was garbage.
If you're a person that goes to a con and asks for a commission, and then you get there and what they drew wasn't the thing that was in your head that no one else can see, you're like, that's not the thing that I was thinking of. I'm not buying this. You're a jerk, and don't go to cons anymore.
Yeah, we don't need you.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say that because that's the douchebaggiest thing you can do. Like they spent, I don't care if they spent 5 minutes drawing you a stick figure.
Right.
That's 5 minutes they could have done anything else.
Right.
And it's not. It's like a good hour's minimum worth of work for them.
Yep.
And then just because you had some special thought in your special little snowflake head.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, that's not what I was thinking. It doesn't look like the only thing that I was thinking. Man, I'm not going to give you money that you...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm done. That drives me insane.
It does.
It's so messed up on so many different levels.
This is true.
Yep.
So,
but that's not what happened with you, with this guy.
You know, after hearing that might have made me feel like there was more pressure to pick something good, but something that I don't know. It was just like anything at that point was adding to my stress.
Correct.
And so I'm like talking with him.
Fun to watch.
Right. So I'm talking with him. He's like, oh, maybe we can work something out. I don't know. I like Chris. He's a fun character.
Yeah.
You know, just like, okay. And
that's almost how he said it, too.
Yeah, right.
I like Chris.
But then
he's good.
We started talking and laughing about how this other character, Danny, would throw up at stuff. Because we started just talking about the show.
Yeah.
And Danny would throw up, like the low-gravity hacker pack. When Danny was a kid, hacked a garage door opener, so every time they hit it, he'd throw up. It's so funny. Vomit humor, when done the way it was done in Bravest Warriors, gets me. And so it's like, wait, Ian, draw me Danny throwing up.
Yep.
And you know what? He freaking did.
Yeah.
Look at he's throwing up. I love it. It's one of my favorite things I've ever gotten. It just gets me.
Who's at the bottom?
That's Jelly Kid and Catbug. Yeah. And it was really cool.
And then, hey, what's funny is while this was, nope, it's that way. I was doing that a lot on Wednesday and at the San Diego Comic-Con.
Gosh, that stinks. You do that a lot. Should stop.
I never thought about that.
Wow. Oh. And so I freaking love it. And it was really cool because the thing was like one big character and one small character, but he gave me two small characters.
Oh, because we were nice and not douche holes that were like, oh, that doesn't look like the thing it might.
Right. Yeah. And so it was really cool. I think he did say something that was his favorite commission so far, like up to that point that weekend.
He got genuinely excited when you were like, can you draw him throwing up?
Right.
Yeah.
And
am I mistaken? I very well could be, but didn't this like conversation with him, then you and I talked about it like at Starbucks, whatever, where we were like, when getting certain commissions, we're just going to tell the artist, draw something that you want to draw.
Oh yeah,
because then they're willing to put like, not that we want more effort, but like if they have to draw stuff they don't care about.
Yeah.
And then you just get better stuff, and then it's almost in a weird way it's more personal to them.
Yeah.
And then because you're a fan of them, it's more personal. Like you get this personal thing from them.
Right.
Yeah. That's my MO now with commissions. If I get commissions,
like,
what do you want me to draw? I'm like, I want you to draw whatever you want. Like whatever. I know you have to draw a bunch of stuff
Their
you don't
favorite
want.
thing to draw.
Yeah, just draw whatever you want to draw.
Yeah, there was a random signing in Downtown Disney, and one of their comic book guys was there.
Yeah.
And I had known him before through other things, and so
you're like famous.
I know all these people barely.
All those Peter Pan tights.
That's right. People know what they want. And so I just was talking with him, and that was a thing that we had talked about is like, well, what does he like to draw? And it was just like, oh, what if we did that with commissions? What do you want to draw? And so, but yeah, this is one of my favorite things. I freaking love it. Danny throwing up gets me every time. No. Okay. What do
Next.
you got? This is like show and tell.
Okay. So where he's bringing like comics that interactions with people that he loves, I'm bringing books that I had never heard of. That once I got them, I am happier. I am a happier comic book reader now that I know of these and I'm reading them. Skies of Fire. Lily just read this. I had to go find this issue because she just read it. Mm-hmm. She finished it and she was like, we're having breakfast. And she's like, Skies of Fire? I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy crap, it is so good.
Yes.
So
I like that.
The basic premise of Skies of Fire is how do I even, jeez Louise, I don't even know where to start with this book.
That's all right.
I know we're trying to
keep
it short.
Yeah, con experience or whatever.
So Artist Alley, one of my make it rain moments as I'm walking down, meet a couple of the creators. The cover catches my eye. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's like a blimp, and then there's some statue stuff over here, and it's kind of very Victorian. Oops, that looks like crap. There we go. Esque atmosphere in it.
Yes.
But I don't know why, but the idea of blimps and blimp travel and blimp warfare is very intriguing to me.
Yeah.
I don't it's very steampunkish.
Yeah, because you don't see it.
Right. And so, geez, I just smudged the crap out of my glasses. Did you see that? Yeah, I literally was just right into my glasses.
I gotta rub my face, but
okay. So glasses are hard. I got a smear. I can see it because all the lights, but you guys can't, so I'm just going to power through it.
There you go. Wait till I tell you what I'm powering through right now.
I can't wait till this is... yeah. Okay. And so basically the idea of Sky of Fire is that some raiders from jeez Louise, I don't know how to... I'm at a loss.
That's all right. You like the book.
It's so good. I'm not doing it justice. I'm going to flip it open.
Oh.
Because...
Is that bigger than your standard comic book?
This is magazine.
Yeah,
First
no
of all,
kidding.
Look at this art. Look at the art.
That's cool.
Look at this. Look at this. That's one of the blimp raiding parties.
Wow.
So basically you have all these different towns around the world, if you will, and there's bad guys and good guys as there always is. And what ends up happening is there's a part of the sky where all these bad guys hang out, and they end up getting this guy. I think he was in jail, if I remember. I haven't read it. It's been a while since I read issue 1.
Sure.
And he's supposed to be this hardcore pilot guy, and then this girl wants to go after the pirates, but the ruling governor people are like, oh, we don't go do that. And she's like, just let me go. And then she gets this guy, and then they go after these people, and it's so good. And
I like when it's something so good because your body.
I'm trying to. Yeah,
it's so good, and I love it because that happens.
So it does happen. So the funny thing about this one was I bought issue 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Issue 3 was supposed to come out the day the con started.
Okay.
We were there.
Okay.
They didn't have issue 3 because the printer took too long. So I was like, oh, I'll buy issues 1 and 2, and if I can remember, I'm gonna come back and get 3.
Yeah.
So I read issue 1.
Yeah.
That night.
Yeah.
There was 0 chance. Were you at this con? Oh no, this is you and Cassie were at this con.
This is one con.
But
we just missed each other that day. Yeah.
And so before Lil and I are leaving, it dawned on me I don't have issue 3.
Oops.
And so I went from one end of the floor to the other just to pick up the 3rd issue for this. And now I'm on their email list for 4. Yeah, I don't.
That's a good find.
This was, man. Now I want to do a list of best finds at cons.
Okay.
Because this and Silver definitely are probably in the top 5. I want to put Silver and Skies of Fire in probably 1 and 2-ish. But then what's happening over in this area, dude? There's so many good books that people don't know about. Whatever. I'm done. I'm gonna lose it. Okay, Skies of Fire. Go read it. You can probably find it on Twitter. Skies of Fire at Twitter. Yeah, and then go.
Okay. So the last thing that I brought.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna do a big pile
for your last little bit. One of my favorite books is Lady Mechanica. Okay.
One of our
this
favorite
is true.
books.
We both love Lady Mechanica.
I don't know what's happening on your face, but we both love Lady Mechanica.
This is true. So
I don't know what's. Oh gosh, dang! I couldn't power through it. It's so
it's
foggy.
that bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I got some more commission work
Joe Benitez.
From Mr. Joe Benitez himself.
Listen, I know for a fact you don't listen or watch this show, but if by some chance you stumble across this, we would love to put you here and then throw questions at you, or just talk about this. We talk about the weather, like what
Let's
you had
just
for
hang
lunch.
out.
We love. I got a commission from you at the
Comic-Con.
Was it San Diego?
Yeah, it was San Diego.
That I made Lily go back and pick up for me?
That's right,
Cool.
because you were dying.
Yep. Then you got this, and
I
then
got this.
Okay, so he introduced me to Lady Mechanica.
Yes, I did.
I did not know about it.
Right.
He did. And then I bought like where they do like 0 and 1 together, then 2 and 3 together.
Right.
Let me tell you what, folks. This book is so good, and I know it's his thing, that I went onto eBay just to get the individual issues because I want them, because Lady Mechanica is so... Okay, go.
All of that, right? Love Lady Mechanica. It's like the first book, like in one of our first episodes. It's one of those books that got me into indie books. This is the book that like will keep me reading. Like there's, I don't know if
he's making them, I'm reading them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was so cool because I got to meet him maybe the second time. I don't know if we saw him at WonderCon or not, but
I think he's been at every con that we've been to.
I know, it's really cool. And so
he's nice.
Yeah, and so being there with him, just talking, chatting, or whatever. And he's busy. He's always doing something.
Dude, that's the thing that gets me. Like whenever you go to his booth, it's either people discovering him or people like us going, "Please sign everything I own."
Please.
And he's like, "Okay," and then he does because he's a cool guy.
Yeah, and so it was so cool because I got this like limited edition sketch cover, and then he did a commission on it. There was like different,
phone died.
There goes our timestamps.
Yep.
But it was there was like different levels of like how much you want of the drawing or whatever, and it was this is probably the biggest piece,
money wise
that I have ever gotten. And what is so great is that I don't need anything else. Like it's this piece, I like it so much, and it's so cool, and it's so well done, right? That I don't need any more Lady Mechanica commissions, sort of thing. I mean, we'll see, but for now,
a lofty word.
This has been very well. That's how good it is. I am so satisfied,
dude.
By it.
It's legit for sure.
I mean, it's one of my favorite books with the creator doing commission work.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's so pretty.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I really like this one a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
Now for my pile of things. Hey, do you guys ever heard of the publisher Akaya? Because I sure hadn't until recently.
Yeah.
But let's just go with that one there. So they publish Mouse Guard, and then they also do Cursed Pirate Girl, which is new to me, right? So there's those two things for Cursed Pirate Girl. And then,
this is a lot.
And then they do, I forgot Rust. Okay, but they do Rust also.
Those are ones that I really wanted to read, but didn't for some reason.
Okay, I got to move stuff. And then all these issues of Jim Henson's Storyteller. Let's go back there.
There you go.
There it is. And then Mouse Guard disappeared. Mouse Guard's back here. Okay, so that's all our Kaya stuff. I'm going to go through this one at a time real quick. So this is Storyteller. I'm currently doing a series of Storyteller on the blog because a new Storyteller just came out a couple weeks ago. Giants. This is Dragons. Giants just came out.
That's cool.
So basically what Dragons is it's based off of Jim Henson's Storyteller, which is basically like this guy with his dog, and it's very like he's
telling stories.
Yeah, but it's like there's like a tone and feel, like he's sitting in front of a fireplace in a chair with like hot cocoa, and his dog talks, which gives you immediately like, oh, okay, this is whimsy. Yeah, and so then they do basically modern day fairy tales on a particular subject. So they've done witches, dragons, giants just came out, and I don't know if what I'm currently reading compares to how much I love this right now.
No, it's
like
awesome.
These oh my gosh, these are so good. Like we got like weird. Like the first one is. It's fantasy-esque.
Sure.
But basically it's dealing with like...
So they're 4 separate stories.
Yeah, this is not... Like everything's one shot.
It's a one-shot, okay.
Yes, which says a lot because what they managed to pull off in individual issues is incredible. But you got like So like this is sort of like medieval-esque, but then this one's for sure medieval, and then you have like a sort of like Native American stuff going on, and then you got like sort of like the Asian flair.
Right.
Like it's just so basically they cover the lore of dragons, if you will,
that's
in
so
4
cool.
issues.
That's awesome.
And every story is like self-contained, so you can just read one, read them all. If you read one, you're gonna read them all because they're that freaking amazing.
And so you found these at
so
the
con. I just went to the con. I was like over at Archaea's booth, just browsing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I like dragons. I literally didn't know anything about it.
Right.
Picked them up, and I was like, well, now I'm gonna buy these for the rest of my life.
I love it.
Then this was not at their Archaea booth. I met this guy because you can see. Oh, it's over there. There's a signature there and a signature down here.
That's so cool. I love signatures.
So I had never heard of Cursed Pirate Girl. Now, first of all, Cursed Pirate, I'm going to put this in right here. Cursed Pirate Girl turns out it's been around since 2012.
Oh, boy.
I didn't know.
Okay.
Cursed Pirate Girl Annual 2015 came out in 2015.
True.
So this is Volume 1. This is apparently the start of Volume 2.
Nice.
And this is one of those books that I didn't know that I wanted this in my life until I read it. And I was maybe 4 pages in to this before I was like, I'm done.
Here's my money.
Yeah.
Give me the books.
Like, first of all, the artist was super nice.
That was just
I
great.
actually talked to him at the time because we were talking about doing the show. And I was like, hey, would you ever, because he's local, I guess.
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
cool.
would you ever want to be on the show? And he was like, heck yeah, that sounds sweet. So maybe you should revisit that once.
Yep.
Just thought of that.
Nice.
And so basically the premise of Cursed Pirate Girl is exactly that. It's a young girl who's cursed, and she's a pirate, and she goes on an adventure to find her dad that's gone. She doesn't know where he's at.
Oh, that's so cool.
But the first few pages of Volume 1 follow like the super rich little princess girl.
Okay.
And her dad, the governor. So she's not princess, whatever that. Heiress.
A governess?
Yeah, governess, whatever.
An heiress?
So her dad's a total jerk.
Yeah.
And she's super naive and like trusting. And so she hears some commotion outside while her dad's literally threatening one of the local businesses for money or for whatever he wants. And then she goes outside, and there on the beach is the Cursed Pirate Girl, where these 2 boys are like trying to bully her because she's like a little kid, right? And so they're like, oh, you know, you dress like a pirate. You don't know anything about. I'm gonna be like, the little boys are like just being bratty little boys.
Yeah.
And they were like, and he picks up like this stick, and he's like, I'll teach you a lesson in fencing. And then she demolishes these 2 kids with a stick.
Heck
like
yes.
she beats the crap out of these 2 kids. And then the little heiress girl, she like giggles and like, you got him. And then the 2 meet, and then the little heiress girl wants to go on adventures because she's
with the pirate girl.
Yeah. And
that's cool.
It's just, and then it just takes off from there. And I don't even like. It's so whimsical. Like, look, I just show you like the pictures.
Oh dang!
Like
more black and white.
It's more black
but
and
it
white.
Works.
But like, as you can see, it's like she's wrestling a fish.
Yeah.
Right. So like, it's the way I described it. Like when I first it's. You ever heard of Little Nemo's Slumberland?
No.
All right. It's very. Mouse guard's down. It's just super like whimsical isn't quite whimsical enough.
Sure.
Like it's very just. Oh gosh,
you like it.
I love it. I love
it. And it was really cool meeting the creator.
Super cool meeting the creator, and maybe I can talk to him again if he's not going to remember, but we could get him on the show.
Yeah.
And I just will bathe him in questions about Cursed Pirate Girl because his art's like it has like a woodcut feeling, like
yes,
you know,
Scrimshaw.
Sweet.
That's whalebone art.
Okay, sweet. Good to know. And then
your next family trivia.
Then my
night.
last one, published by Archaea. Everything I've talked about so far is published by Archaea, which is offshoot for Boombox or Boom Studios.
Boom Studios. Boombox is another offshoot.
Yeah. And anyways, Mouse Guard is basically about the life of mice who live somewhat medievally.
Yeah.
And they
knights and stuff.
Yeah, and they protect other mice who travel from the perils of the world, and it's cool. Freaking good. There's so many of these. But yeah, those are all my pickups from cons that when I'm just spending money left and right,
strolling by and being like, hey, there's something else I can spend money on. But it turns out it's really good.
Right, and seeing like just the reason I chose to do all of this is, and like just all the books. Like you got Lady Mechanica, then you have Star Wars over there, and I can't remember.
Bravest Warriors,
Superman, Skies of Fire, Silver. Like the gamut of comic books that are out there for people to read.
Gosh,
Like, there's just
so much to read.
the world of comic books is so much bigger than superheroes.
Yes.
And like, you have Skies of Fire that just, it's literally a sky pirate adventure / Victorian / steampunk-ish, like, and I keep doing the slashes, but that's half the fun of like indie comics, is that you can drill down like this, like, I want to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's my own original creation, but because I'm the creator and I thought of it, I'm super passionate about it.
Right.
And that comes out in the story, and that comes out in the art. And that's why we keep talking about all these freaking books that, like Mouse Guard, or not Mouse Guard, Cursed Pirate Girl.
Right.
It's been around for freaking 4 years. I
Right.
had no idea.
Right.
I'm never going to miss one now.
Right.
It's just...
And that's so cool because these are kinds of things and genres and characters and all these slashes, because you can only really find that in comic books.
Yeah.
It's too expensive, like in movies, with all the CG that some of these books would require.
I mean, you
know,
couldn't,
and stuff like that.
This movie studio isn't going to take a chance on like a... Oh, it's like Harry Potter meets, X-Men meets
Rodents.
this. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, they don't take a chance on that. But, like,
Right.
what you end up getting in, like, the creativity and stuff for these comics is just...
It's so cool.
That is literally, and it's just, that is my favorite part of going to comic book conventions.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not real big into signatures. Like, I got Cursed Pirate Girl because he was literally sitting there and he's like,
Right,
want me
why
to sign
not?
them? And I'm like, yes, of course.
Right.
Like, what am I gonna say? No, I don't want your crappy signature on your book. But like, just my favorite part is just going to Artist Alley, and
Yeah.
like, there's so many good things to find, and like so you remember the WonderCon that you first went to? That
Yeah.
of all that crap.
Yeah.
Just now, I've gotten through
Finally reading
my
them?
WonderCon purchase con pile.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fine. It took me a year and a half,
Wow.
but I did it.
It's a lot of stuff, and it's a lot of good stuff, and I'm sure you're still glad you bought it.
So far, in the last 2 years of cons, there have maybe been, out of, let's call it 100 things that I've purchased,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 2,
Yeah.
where I'm like, not, I don't like it, but just like, I'm good. But this stuff, go read it all. Just go read
Yeah.
Skies of
Yeah,
Fire,
it's
Mouse
great.
Guard,
And if there's like
Cursed
a
Fire
local
Girl.
con that you can go to or find somewhere,
Yes.
you should go, because
Yep.
they're fun to experience. Tickets usually are not that expensive, like
Yeah.
Comic-Con, WonderCon, like
Long Beach Comic Con's $20.
right, like that's not bad, especially like if you go through their list of the people that are going to be
Yep.
there. And if there's a name you recognize,
Yeah.
definitely go.
Go talk to them. Just tell them how big a fan you are.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's great, especially because you don't know what you'll be spending money on. But chances are, if you're a fan of any of this kind of stuff,
For me,
you're,
it's everything.
you're gonna enjoy what you see, what you get,
Yep.
and who you talk to,
Yeah.
probably.
Well, there you go.
Man, last thing,
Oh.
just saw it.
Oh,
Boom! It's been hiding here the whole time. That is big Kevin Conroy's signature right there on the back of our animated Batman. Oh man, that was at Long Beach too. So that was so.
this cartoon is so good.
Yep. And Kevin Conroy, so good.
The voice of Batman.
Pulls out the Batman
The Batman.
so well.
Yep.
And so yeah,
There you go.
and it's all good. It's so fun. Comics.
Cons. There
Yeah.
is a thumbs up button right down there somewhere. Click it, please. That'd be great. We'd love you if you click it and support the channel. And then there's a subscribe button somewhere down there. It's like a big red bar. And then at the end of this episode, you're going to see what it looked like. I don't know what. That was fun to watch. And then, I'm at Comic Devourer. You're
At the Sweetest Brag.
And then this show now officially is at
Reverse
Meltdown everywhere. ReverseMeltdown.com, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube,
Yep. Not on Facebook yet.
because I hate it.
That's fine.
By
But
the way,
hey-
now that I did that once, when you're editing this, count how many times I start just rubbing
Oh, I
right
don't
here.
want to.
Please.
That's fine. You stop.
No.
I don't.
Guys.
So we're on the social media, and if you are too, let us know what you like about comic books, because we want to know. Hey, if there's something you want us to talk about, we can do that too. Yeah, like what if there's a book we haven't heard of, but you have?
Do you see how many books I had right here that I've never heard of, that I got, that I love? We can't read everything. We don't know about everything.
Right.
I pretend I do.
Right.
Ask my wife.
Right.
But still, I don't.
If you know something that we don't, let us know.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Why did you say that on the internet?
That's fine. Well, they have to watch it in order to respond to it. So
sweet. So the 19th.
It's fine.
It's fine.
You know, we're having a good time. We're hoping you're having a good time, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
See ya.